everyone, so in this tutorial I'm going over the chibi style and how I do them, and in my case I sort of have three body types. First is the hourglass, second one I call the bubbly chubby, and the third is the small and structured. But first let's start with form and heads, and I have my Ohuhu sketchbook here. Do you need an Ohuhu sketchbook? No, but it's conveniently alcohol marker compatible, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. So the first chibi is the hourglass body shape, and start with my head, which is just a circle, and then I kind of pretty much do it exactly like my regular drawings, where I show you how to draw your heads and stuff, and then I draw these kind of guidelines that follow the shape of the circle just across the head. And this just helps with knowing where to put the eyes when I start filling the face out. And I kind of feel like my chin is too far down, so I'm going to pull it in a bit. There we go. And then since this is the first time I'm teaching how to do the chibis, I'm going to keep things simple by having it face forward. So I'm just drawing a line down and then a line across for the shoulders. And then usually I stop right there and I start sort of filling it out. Because if I get too far ahead of myself with my lines and stuff, I end up with things that don't end up looking the way that I envision them because I'm just too focused on these guidelines and it's not exactly what I want. So sometimes I just go and see how I want things to flow by just quickly sketching and filling them in. So I'm having her arms go out a bit. And then since this is the hourglass figure, we're going to draw some curved lines here and then curved lines going out. And then I'm going to shorten her arms. Her arms are too long. So I'm going to follow this line, finish her legs, draw a little gap, do another line going down, and that's that. So of course we have this ginormous head and a slightly chibi body. Some people even go more extreme, like they have like a ginormous head and then like the body is like this big. But we're not going to go that extreme. That's not really my style. So this is more of a how I draw chibis in my style. So then I like to lighten this up with my kneaded eraser. I just roll it right on top. There we go. And then I keep going and I fill in details. So for instance, the eyes, definitely want them big. So I'm starting out with my circles. And for this, I'm basically just following my own eye tutorial, which you can find here also on my channel. It's a super quick one. And make sure you draw both eyes at the same time, just so you can get them somewhat symmetrical, because that seems to be something a lot of artists deal with. So whatever I do to my right eye, I'm going to stop and then do it to my left. I like to do my eyebrows in chibi form, like ovals. This is absolutely a personal choice of mine. You don't have to do that. You can do an actual eyebrow if you want. I prefer this look because it's super cute. I also like to draw noses on them. And it's funny because a lot of people kind of gasp at this. And I don't get into too much detail on the nose though. That's the big thing. I just draw nostrils, and then when I color it, it'll add more detail to it and it'll look even cuter. And then a mouth, which I do 1 dot, 2 dot, and connect with a curve in the middle. And then hair is whatever you would like it to be. For this one, I'm going to go a little bit simplistic, give her some blunt bangs going across, and then having the hair fall down on the sides. Maybe I'll make it a short hairstyle, don't know. Kind of getting Raven from Teen Titans vibes, so I might just do her. And she has like this short bob cut kind of style. Kind of like the Karen haircut that y'all claim that I draw a lot. Which is basically just a bob. But hey, Raven from Teen Titans has this style, so. And then now that I've done her hair in, I'm going to do her face, the chin area. And I'm going to fully commit to the idea of Raven. So Raven has this little cape on her that swoops up, and it kind of just folds around. Now I'm going to do one of her arms, and I'm going to sketch it all out first, and then the fingers. Not getting too detail oriented when it comes to the fingers. I'm just doing 4 of them instead of the typical 5. And there we go. And then I feel like her legs are a little too short, so I'm going to raise the pelvic area because I don't want to make her bigger. I just got to sort of reposition a few things. And then have the leg coming out like that. And then she has this little belt with the same circle design on her cape. And there we go. And then her bodysuit comes out like this. And then I'm drawing her other arm, kind of a little bit behind her, and then her feet. So I'm drawing them forward facing. And then she's got like boots on. So I'm gonna do the cuff around her ankle and the same thing on the other side. And then that's pretty much it. We've got her cape left in the back, which I'll just quickly do. Gonna give it some flow, kind of like it's waving around behind her. And that's that. And then I just take a fine liner and ink it all in. So I'm taking a thick one and doing the edges, like the outline, I guess. And then when I finish the outline, I put this one away. And this one's a 0.7, so it's got a lot of thickness. And now I'm gonna use a 0.2. But before I use it, I'm gonna take my kneaded eraser again and roll on top, because now that I'm gonna be doing all the finer detail with inking it, I need to actually see where my ink is going. And it's hard when it's a lot of sketching lines. And I'm done with the inking. All right, so then I let it dry for a little bit, and I take my kneaded eraser and I erase my undersketch completely. So I'm using a little bit more force when it comes to erasing. Don't get too crazy, because kneaded erasers tend to pull a bit at the paper, and I have had many instances where the paper gets ruined because of it. Right. And Raven is pretty pale, so I've got this pastel peach color, and even this is a little bit too vibrant for her skin type. Like when I say she's pale, she's pretty like deathly pale, almost gray. Okay, so yeah, I probably should have went with actual gray colors for her skin tone, but I assumed a pastel peach would be extremely light enough, but I guess not. So I'm gonna add in some pale lilac for shading. And yeah, she may not be pale, but she still looks cute. I can say it's Raven inspired, because honestly, not even her hairstyle is completely correct. She doesn't actually have bangs going across. She's got like a widow's peak that separates in the middle, but I like the bangs, so I'm gonna keep them. Not like I can change them now anyways, so you know. And then I have an even darker purple. I'm wondering if I should use it. I don't know. I might just use it for these really, really darker areas, like under the eyes to pretty much accentuate the eyes, around the nose, around the hairline. And this just is the kind of shading that makes things pop in a good way. And then I just use my base color, which is that same pastel peach, to blend out any harshness. And then I'm gonna add some of this really, really dark purple to her lips, which I think is super cute. And then I'm gonna take my lighter purple and do her bottom lip. And that's that. So that's pretty much her skin. And then she also has purple eyes. So I'm gonna take this. This is kind of a purplish pink, but this will be my base color. And then I have the eye color where I do the upper half darker and around the edges on the bottom, like that. And I go even darker just to get that dimensional look so that the eyes look super, I don't know, interesting, I guess you could say. And then I draw a little circle on the bottom, the irises. There we go. Her eyes look super cute. And then blue on the whites, not completely, just like to add shading. Again, adds depth to the eye. And then she has pretty dark purple hair. I'm hoping these colors work well together. So this is a pansy purple, and I'm a little nervous to use it. So I just stroke down, and then I go to a much lighter color. This might be too light though. I don't know. Feels like it. And then an even lighter color, but I'm gonna mix it into the other two and drag down. Okay, so yeah, the first purple color is a little too dark, but I can make it work, so. Then I stroke up on the ends and I repeat the process. Stroking up with my lighter color and then eventually my lightest. And then again on the bangs. And then when I have that gradient sort of finished, in order to make the really dark color blend in well, I take it and I draw like hair strands coming down. Not too many because we don't want to cover up all of the color where the highlights are. And then I blend it out again with the lighter colors and do the same with the bangs and repeat the process on the other side. And her cape is pretty dark too, kind of like the same color, dark purple. So I'm going to color that in. And then her bodysuit is black. And in order to sort of tackle clothing that is black, I go in with a gray and I color the entire piece in gray. And then I take an even darker gray as kind of as shading. And so I color the middle areas really, really dark gray, leaving the outer areas still light so that you can still see the figure, but can also tell that her suit is black. And now that I'm pretty much done, I take my Posca paint pen in white and I add highlights to the hair and anywhere else that would need it. And I also make the pupils white. This is actually something new I've been doing, and I like the effect. And I add little highlights too in the eye. And then a highlight on the nose, on the lips. And then finally, I go back and sort of just clean it up, some inking. So on parts of the hair, I kind of went out of the lines. So I'm just going over it. And that's my Hourglass Chibi. And so for the next two, I'll be doing a separate video on them as well. Since this is kind of a switch up from my usual tutorials where I just kind of do like a speed drawing of it all and then I do like a voiceover explaining what I'm doing, but I've wanted to try something more in depth. So let me know what you all think in the comments below. If you have any suggestions for whatever tutorials you would like to see next, definitely comment below also, and I'll see you next time. Thanks everyone. Bye.